Been here for 10 years. 10 long fucking years. When I first walked in the doors of AAW, I never thought that I'd be standing here with this trophy. I never thought I'd have a championship opportunity. You know what? I changed my fucking ways. I changed my mindset. I changed who the fuck I was. I dropped the dirty rook. That motherfucker is a figment of my imagination, and it is now yours. I already climbed that dark tower. Death. Not for you, gunslinger. Never for you. This is for Jim. That's who that's for. That's for Jim. My little boy Hank. Daddy's got a gift for you.
AAW Alive backstage here at the world-famous Berwyn Eagles Club.
Hold on, stop, bozo. Switch sides with me. I gotta get my good side. Come on, move.
Okay, all right.
Make sure I look good.
All right, we are.
Wait.
We're here.
Still too much. A little more. No. Get a little. No, I'm not allowed to put my hands in this. Yeah, perfect. Now I'm good.
We're here with a debuting AAW superstar by the name of Trevor Outlaw. Trevor, tonight you take on Storm Grayson. How you feeling?
I'm feeling on top of the world. Everywhere I go, Trevor Outlaw becomes a star. The one place that's eluded me, AAW. And tonight, an all too familiar face with Storm Grayson. No matter what the song and dance is, it's the same ending every time. You're gonna get the beating of a lifetime, courtesy of yours rudely. I'm out. Make sure you fix up whatever it is you got going on over here, because this, not so good.
First match, right?
Kate's coming out. Go back and learn how to take your rest properly. My name is John Capital E. Bravo. This man here is the most feared, fierce, dedicated bodyguard in AAW today. And I don't even know what your name is because I didn't check the sheet, but he did good on you. Ladies and gentlemen, Hartenbower!
Well, wrestling fans, thank you for joining us here on AAW Alive. Obviously, action getting started hot and heavy. John, capital letter E, period, Bravo, leading his charge, Mike Hartenbower to the ring. Joe Dombrowski.
I was waiting to see if you were going to introduce me at all after that time you spent on John, capital letter E, Bravo. And Hartenbower continues his just path of destruction throughout everybody here month after month on AAW Alive, including the first appearance I've seen of Cornboy?
Cornboy Kevin Gutierrez, a man trained 2 times over, spent some time underneath Nick Dinsmore at Ohio Valley Wrestling, recently trained, of course, at the Black and Brave Wrestling Academy. You can see the banners of his head trainers, Merrick Brave and Tyler Black, hanging here at the world-famous Berwyn Eagles Club, the house that they built, so to say.
Yeah, we are here at a part of AAW history. Our roots are here. Our beginnings are here, and Cornboy's ends could be here if Hartenbower has anything to say about it. I mean, Gutierrez has an inspirational story. He used to sell corn on the streets of downtown Chicago to try to make ends meet, saw a wrestling school poster and decided to pursue his love from there to make some extra income, although he told me that corn is still very much in his heart, which sounds like a medical condition.
I think he's going to want to get that one checked out. Speaking of medical conditions, look at the, obviously we got to be concerned about it. The neck of John, capital letter E, period, Bravo. He's still feeling the effects of that assault by Rush Jones.
Here's well, you call it an assault, I call it karma. But now, obviously, Rush Jones could hurt Johnny Bravo by looking at him hard enough. But is Johnny Bravo still that hurt, or is he gold bricking for sympathy from people like you that are going to buy into him?
I saw him walk into the building today, hunched over, holding the neck, still had the brace on, couldn't even carry his own bag. He was looking for you to bring it in for him.
Oh, excuse me.
As Hartenbower in firm control of this contest. Oh, Kevin Gutierrez might have bit off a little bit more than he can chew here. as Hartenbower running rough shots through the upstart here on AAW Alive. Of course, we are, on the heels of an incredible Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament.
Yeah, adding more and more to that historic lineage. Jim Lynam, so instrumental to so many events that have happened here over the years. If you missed that tournament, you can find the replay on Fight TV as an entire weekend of action, the most competitive field I've ever seen in a tournament, as Hartenbower finds two. Tyler Hartenbower is taking apart Gutierrez kernel by kernel.
All roads are leading, of course, to the Windy City Classic, our return to 115 Bourbon Street in just a few days. Hartenbower charging in, eats that back elbow of Cornboy.
Cornboy has to keep an ear low to the ground here and find some opportunity.
Oh, and he was alluding to this huge missile dropkick. He calls that the Chupacabra off the top rope.
Much to the dismay of AAW's answer to Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber, Johnny Bravo.
Bandera to the outside. Cornboy now going up and over the back. Hits the ropes full steam ahead. Oh, ducks that clothesline. Hartenbower has him hoisted.
Oh!
Slump buster face first down in the ring. Lariat ducked. Oh, Hartenbower. Oh, good God. Clobbers him from behind.
Gutierrez.
You don't see it coming, but it's effective. Hartenbower gets the W here on Alive.
He's creamed corn now.
Backstage here at Berwyn Eagles Club AAW Live, I am Kev Kell. More importantly, Storm Grayson in action on this episode against someone who walked in here today like he owned the place and he hasn't even wrestled here yet. Someone you have history with. Tell me about this Trevor Outlaw guy.
Trevor Outlaw, I have known since his very first day of training, and let me tell you, he was a dick then, and he's a dick now. He's going to walk in here like he always does. He's going to run his mouth before he ever even steps foot in that ring. Meanwhile, a guy like me who's been here busting my ass, proving myself every month. I'm not going to let a guy like that walk in here and take that from me.
AAW backstage here, Kev Kell, more importantly with somebody who just competed in the Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament. Now, I've seen a lot of people make their way back through the curtain, and you've seen it too before, ACH. Some people lose a match, they come through, they're disappointed. They wanted to win. Everyone wins, they're happy. You walked through the curtain. You weren't successful. You had a great match, though, with Matt Fitchett. And, of course, obviously success came to him later on in the night. But you didn't walk through with this sense of disappointment or discontentment. I just got to ask, how are you feeling? Because you didn't look disappointed.
I feel pretty good. I still got a lot more ink in the pen, and that was only chapter 1. So I'm ready to write chapter 2 and continue this story.
Cool. All right, flip the page. Another chapter in the book for ACH.
Storm Grayson, the crowd favorite here tonight on AAW Alive. But the man on the other side of the ring right now is the one that kind of has my attention. And he's had my attention for quite some time, Joe Dombrowski. Yours rudely, Trevor Outlaw. This is a young man really starting to come into his own here. Starting to become, obviously, you look at a man like Trevor Outlaw, you know that he's going to be that braggadocious, that dickhead,
Easy.
that you've ever met. But he backs it up in the ring. He throws a punch to the suckhole, courtesy of yours rudely. And, oh my goodness, eats that drop kick.
Yeah, there's a little rude how do you do from Storm Grayson, who had great elevation on that drop kick. Storm just picking up his first AAW win a number of weeks ago against Connor Braxton. That was a major career changer. It was a confidence booster in Storm Grayson, 2 can only, and Storm was in much higher spirits in the locker room. You can sense he's got a little more glide in his stride right now. Storm's feeling it. Maybe for the first time in his AAW career, Storm Grayson believes in Storm Grayson.
Well, I mean, you could see it from the time he walked through that curtain. With the entrance, he actually was taking that time. He was sauntering around the ring. He was feeling this crowd getting behind him. Storm Grayson's that lovable man here in AAW, and he's trying to really carve out his path here to get to the upper echelon. But if there's a guy that's not going to be a stepping stone, it's going to be Trevor Outlaw. This is a young man that recently packed up his life, moved to Atlanta, Georgia, spent some time training at the Nightmare Factory, now coming back home, coming back to Chicago, making his AAW debut here tonight, and he's not wanting to be that stepping stone of Storm Grayson.
Yeah, I mean, you ever see a guy who gets a little bit too comfortable in a new place, too quickly and starts to rub everybody the wrong way. That's been Trevor Outlaw in the locker room so far this afternoon. Nice belly-to-belly, though, and cover here. 2 count only. Listen, you don't survive Cody Rhodes and QT Marshall. Got to emphasize that or I'll get a message. But you can't survive that dynamic without picking up some tools of the trade and making that ring your second home. Outlaw's very, very good, but the bottom line is, the problem is, he wants to tell everybody else how good he is constantly.
Oh, and an inside cradle there by Storm Grayson. They pick up the W. Oh, and Outlaw with a huge left hand.
Outlaw's wise beyond his years, only a 2-year pro.
Oh, and a Falcon Arrow out of nowhere. Grayson looking to capitalize. Outlaw, very, very smart, creating as much distance as he can there, knowing that Grayson was going to look to cover him there. Gets his wits about him, figures it out.
Tyler, I've heard the name Storm Grayson for the past 4, 5, 6 years now, and the bottom line has always been potential. But as they say, you can't buy the groceries off potential. Storm Grayson has a chance to put those pieces together, build some momentum, get a streak going here if he can get through Trevor Outlaw. Don't look at the fans. I know you got a lot of groundswell of support, Storm, but you got to finish. You got to follow through.
You can't take your eyes off the prize, and he did right there. Now goes behind. Schoolboy, no, finds him up, and a savant kick catches yours rudely right on the jaw. Now goes for the cover. Grayson with the deep cover, only able to get the 2.
Storm's got one of those likability factor. You really can't put your finger on it, but he's a nice kid. He's here for the right reasons. He's humble. He's polite. He's hardworking. He's in the best shape of his life. Could this be a night the pieces continue to come together?
Now taking a little bit too much time. Outlaw able to battle out of that powerbomb attempt. Step up enziguri from Storm Grayson. And now Grayson hits the ropes full steam ahead. Trevor Outlaw boots him in the gut, stops him dead in his tracks. Now Outlaw full steam ahead with a whipping neck breaker.
Oh, a near fall.
Only able to get the 2, says referee Derek.
What would that win have meant for Trevor, and what would it have meant for Storm Grayson?
Well, I mean, it halts the momentum that Storm Grayson's trying to build. It gets Trevor Outlaw a victory here in AAW. These 2 men, no strangers to one another. They've faced each other before in the past, obviously the first time here in AAW, but for Trevor Outlaw, that is, all right, cool, I'm beating a familiar friend. I'm beating him in the biggest, under the brightest lights, on the biggest stage that we both have been on so far, and now it's going to be AAW's time to talk about it, and a sit-out powerbomb by Storm Grayson. 2, 3, Storm Grayson picking up another W.
At perfect timing, Windy City Classic's coming. Everybody's looking to make a statement.
4 minutes, 22 seconds. Your winner, Storm Grayson.
Stephen Wolf. Stephen Wolf. You for a fact. Hey, what? You're back in AAW. We got a new crew you're rolling with here. What's going on?
This
big win
right
tonight?
here,
Yeah.
This is going to be everything with AAW from here on out, right? We got Mike Outlaw, Camaro Jackson. We are not stopping anytime soon. Because I'm telling you right now, we're going to handle business. We're going to handle grown man business. And this is just a little taste.
Just a little taste. GMB, grown man business. We are here and AAW will never be the same. GMB, baby, we all we got. Everybody eats, B. Yeah!
You better get with it or get out the way.
I've never been more excited to talk to you, AAW fans, than I have in a very, very long time. Hell hath no fury. We are here with the unfortunate losers of the Fans Bring the Weapons match.
Shut up.
La Sociedad. I have to say your names, guys. La Sociedad Boricuas. How does it feel? You guys had a really violent match out there.
Look at you. Never fucking pronouncing your name right. And these freaking fans. We had it. Easy peasy. The damn fans speaking in Spanish, I can't even. They brought a Barbie car and all that stuff, obviously for the girls, and freaking nothing for us.
They didn't have any boy toys for you?
Shut up, Baldy!
Shut the fuck up, you dildo-looking motherfucker. Again, get the fuck from my circumference.
Stupid fans.
The fans are fucking idiots. You know why? They're gonna bring more weapons that appeal to the girls. They're gonna bring more weapons that they can use. Their dainty little fingers can go ahead and grab us and hit us with, right? You're gonna bring Barbie vans. You're gonna bring cute little pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns. Oh wow, it's Halloween. Well, I'm not tricking or treating. The only thing I'm doing is speaking directly to you, Brazilian and the sky blue midget. You guys got one over on us because of the fans. They were helping you out. But when it comes down to it, La Sociedad Boricua kind of has a soft spot for the ladies. What can we say? So we went a little easy on you. We let you lay us down for once, as opposed to the opposite, because God knows how the fuck you got where you guys got. But when it comes down to it, La Sociedad Boricua, we're walking out of here with smiles on our faces, because as far as we know, we're still us, and we're still AAW employees.
We may have lost for the first time, but we're still fucking the best.
Wrestling fans, thank you for joining us on AAW Alive. We have Blair Onyx about to square off against Kaia McKenna right now in singles action on the heels of Hell Hath No Fury and the Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament. An incredible weekend of action, which you can find streaming online at AAWOnDemand.com, as well as the High Spots Wrestling Network. And right now, Blair Onyx has firm control of this contest as she has McKenna on her shoulders. McKenna will find her way out the back door, now trips her up, now stomping on the back of the knee. The conduit of karma, Kaia McKenna, looking to pay dividends here. Transitions now into a modified knee bar. Blair Onyx not going to be able to crawl to the ropes there. Rolls her over. Trying to stack her up with a pin. However, it was Onyx that was able. Now caught in a surfboard submission. McKenna now abandons the hold, transitioning into a pin cover of her own, only able to get the one. Onyx back up to her feet. McKenna now coming in, gets caught in a standing side headlock. Takeover now by Blair Onyx. These athletes jockeying for position, of course, want to make a statement here in the AAW women's division. Everybody has their eyes set on AK-47 Allison Kay, the defending women's champion. Onyx with a very, very innovative way to get out of a precarious position. Standing switch. Trips up into another very, very unique cover with a bridge. Only able to get the two. Onyx with a duck walk, able to get the back. Arm drag takeover there by Kaia McKenna. Head scissors of her own. Onyx, very, very impressive here. Both these athletes, of course, trained at the Black and Brave Wrestling Academy underneath Merrick Brave and Tyler Black. Not in the same class, however, a lot of similarities in the training styles. Kind of dives into a headlock of her own. Abandons it into an armbar. Crucifix pin, center of the ring. Only able to get the two. Onyx evades the attack. McKenna crashing headfirst in the top turnbuckle. Follows her up with a short punch. Ducks that clothesline. Ripcord. Into a round kick, catching her on the jaw. And now it's Onyx going for the cover. Only able to get the two. Goes headfirst into the top turnbuckle. And a splash in the corner. It's Onyx showing that experience factor, paying dividends. Sliding clothesline, center of the ring. Over one more time into a senton. And now with the cover, McKenna able to roll that shoulder off the mat, and the frustration setting in for the Arachnid. Jawjacker there by McKenna. But the ever innovative Blair Onyx able to somehow, some way withstand that attack. And a huge right, followed up with a forearm strike. The heavy lumber being thrown between these two athletes here at the Berwyn Eagles Club. Goes to shoot her into the ropes. Beats her with a back elbow, center of the ring. Shoots her into the ropes one more time. We've seen McKenna do this before. The pow! bounce. Staxer with the cover, and that's going to do it. Kaia McKenna victorious here on AAW Alive.
4 minutes, 5 seconds. Your winner, the conduit of karma, Kaia McKenna.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. God damn. You know, Fitchin, you're a lucky guy. You're a lucky guy, because you got your Buster Douglas moment, kid. You know, when people look at me, they look at fucking Mike Tyson. They look at one of the greatest. When they look at you, they're looking at Buster Douglas. What the fuck are you pointing at? What do you want? You want me to look at the fucking camera? All right? I'm sitting here, you asking me a goddamn question while I just got my ass fucking knocked out in front of God and everybody, and you want to fucking tell me where to look? Fuck you. All right? I want you to shove that camera up your fucking ass. All right? I'm sick of this shit. All right? I came in here to prove something, and tonight I failed, right? Buster Douglas had his goddamn moment, but that's okay, because Shaft is the future. Shaft should be in the title picture. Shaft is a contender, and Fred, that don't mean a goddamn thing. That don't mean a goddamn thing. And Fitchin, you're public enemy #1, buddy, because now, because of you, everybody in this motherfucking company, there's gonna get what's coming to them, and that is me. That is me. That is the baddest motherfucker in professional wrestling, and that just is because I am what I say I am. Now get the fuck out of my face. I don't want to see you anymore, and you either, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. God damn.
Joe Dombrowski, another standout match on AAW Alive, emanating here from the Berwyn Eagles Club.
Man, it's such a great feeling to be part of a historical wrestling venue in maybe the best wrestling city in the entire country, if not the world today, and writing new chapters. And you think about new chapters, you think about the two individuals in the ring right now. It is Sabin Gage, it is Paris Sahara. If I'm not mistaken, a couple of AAW debuts, right?
Both these athletes making their AAW debuts. I'm very, very familiar with Sabin Gage. He's a local boy, hailing from Aurora, Illinois.
I like how you say that like Tracy Smothers. Local boy, give him a hand.
Come on, man.
Well, hey, Paris Sahara is local to my parts, Pittsburgh area, trained out of there a couple of years ago, IWC Pro Wrestling School, and Paris Sahara, wants to break down barriers, wants to be a great representative for the LGBT community. He calls himself the Ebony Sensation. He's got a lot of style and sass and pizzazz behind all of his movements, but Sabin Gage does not seem too impressed.
Seems like that IWC, it's almost kind of like a wrestling factory out of that Philadelphia area. There's a lot of athletes that have been debuting here on AAW Live lately that come from there.
IWC's out of Pittsburgh, not Philadelphia.
Oh, I apologize.
Whole other side of the state. We don't like Philly. Hey, when have you seen the Flyers win the Cup? That's all I'm saying.
It wasn't, the ECW arena wasn't in Pittsburgh.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But part of my heart's there as well. But I certainly appreciate the heart of these two athletes looking to make the Berwyn Eagles Club their home. This is like Chicago's ECW arena, right? So much wrestling history here.
Oh my God, I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, think about the history we just saw a few weeks ago at the Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament and at Hell Hath No Fury.
My God, and that's a bundle of events that you can get on replay right now on Fight TV, coming to AAW Pro on demand as well. You can get the entire scene set for the Windy City Classic coming up Friday, November 26th. We're counting down the days. I mean, one of the biggest moments that came out of that, certainly that everybody's still talking about, is the return of an AAW stalwart, Silas Young, to challenge Fred Yehi for the AAW Championship.
Silas Young came within an eyelash of becoming the AAW champion for an unprecedented third time, but Fred Yehi, the Savage Weight, showing exactly why he is the flag bearer for this company right now as he heads into a date at the Windy City Classic with the winner of the Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament, the gunslinger, Matt Fitchin.
Without a doubt. I think it's potentially his time to shine, and we've seen the elevation, the escalation of that young man's career as Paris Sahara elevates the pace right now with a one-footed drop kick. I cannot wait to see that collision that has been months in the making. But, we talked about the fever pitch everybody is at right now in AAW, from top to bottom, from a live to pay-per-view main events to our pre-show matches to everywhere in between, as Sahara, with a great combo, kick to the face, and finds two.
Referee recovery. Gary Neely, only count of 2. Paris Sahara is very, very impressive. The length on his strikes, like everything is everything is there right now.
He's very nimble, he's got great reach, and he's got long limbs, which lend his ability to control his opponent.
The long limbs, the precision on the strikes, very reminiscent of Shane Strickland in my eyes.
There you go.
Molly Straw Credo only able to get the 2.
I think you could also draw comparisons to potentially our current women's champion, Allison Kay.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, we saw her in a dominant performance over Nicole Savoy at Hell Hath No Fury.
Yeah, well, but I think Nicole Savoy earned the respect of Allison Kay. AK may not admit it. And a takedown.
Stratisfaction guaranteed.
He calls that the Sahara slingshot, and it gets the win.
Call it what you will, W. Paris Sahara picking up a big win here on Alive.
3 minutes, 50 seconds. Your winner, Paris Sahara.
In the underbelly of the Berwyn Eagles Club right now with a man victorious this week on AAW Live, the very furious Hartenbower.
Let me cut you off right there. He's victorious every week. Each and every week he goes out there. He destroys his opponents. Speaking of destroying opponents, get on with the promo. What's wrong with this? Is this your house? It smells like it's your house. Rush Jones, look at me. This neck injury still lingering? This man right here, both of us are coming for you. I don't know how, I don't know when, but we are gonna break your tattooed little neck and you are gonna be done. Whether you like it or whether you don't.
AAW, the Shug, Shane Hollister's back. One of 5 Triple Crown champions. One of 5. Very short list. Super excited to be back. Can't wait to watch and show everyone else what Shane Hollister is about and all these young guys how it's done. Because I think they've forgotten. I'll show them. I'll show everyone they put in the ring with me how it's done. And I'll Shug step all the way.
Another debut here on AAW Alive. Golden Dragon taking on a familiar face, a man that took on the AAW champion just a few weeks ago in Sabotage, Sean Logan.
Yeah, Sean Logan was part of that, what turned into an open invitational gauntlet of Yehai defending that championship on night 1 of the lineup tournament. Logan was the first to accept the challenge. What a ballsy move by Sean Logan. I mean that as a compliment. I mean that in a good way. And I think Logan now is kind of having that, Monday morning hangover, for lack of a better term. He's starting to come down and realize I was unsuccessful in that title bid. Where do I go from here? I think it soured Logan a little bit about what his next step might be. He's got a little bit of an attitude this week.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell by the way that he walked through that curtain, it wasn't the same Sean Logan that we've seen many, many times here on AAW Live. He wasn't that happy-go-lucky. He's a little bit more focused, a little bit more determined, obviously a little bit more vocal as he grabbed that wrist twist with Golden Dragon able to tip up, and now looking to shoot him off the ropes. Kicks his leg out, turns him inside out.
Golden Dragon certainly an expert lucha libre. He's studied under the likes of Gringo Loco and teamed with him and wrestled him numerous times. And Discovery and Skyda have been some of his initial trainers as well. He is well versed in the lucha libre style, and we'll see if Golden Dragon can join perhaps the likes of many other great luchadors past and present that have made a big impact here at AAW.
Oh, and Golden Dragon with an ode to former AAW champion Ray Phoenix there with that arm drag takeover.
And you gotta wonder what's going through the mind of Sean Logan, who's getting a little desperate, as you can tell. Logan has, let's face it, he does not have the best win-loss record. He's
got a win record?
Well, yeah, he's not in the running to be added to our banners. Let's put it that way. But what will that frustration do to Logan? His decision-making from here could define him. Will it drive him further? Will it crack him?
Right now, what he's really doing is he's honing in on the attack. A little bit more vocal with the crowd here. I mean, maybe that loss to Fred Yehai awakened something in Sean Logan that he maybe didn't know that he had.
Yeah. Will it be a help or a hindrance? I'm not sure. And he's looking to sabotage here, pun quite intended, the debut of Golden Dragon.
Driving the shoulders repeatedly into the kidney area of Golden Dragon.
Yeah, Mike, come on. Bro, this is your boy now. Bro, training me.
I'm sure Sean Logan is one of many who, what a backcracker. Devastating impact, only 2. Logan's one of many that I think feels like he should be a part of that Windy City Classic. He should be on that card. And there's so many people walking around the locker room now with a chip on their shoulder, either looking for something to prove on that night or looking to prove they belong in one of those top spots.
Now Logan looking to stretch out Golden Dragon. Here as we are right before, days before the Windy City Classic.
I can't wait. It's an AAW staple. It's going to be my first Windy City Classic. My first lineup tournament didn't disappoint. I know the Windy City Classic is always the culmination of the AAW Pro calendar year.
Think about some of the events of Windy City Classic past. Vance Warner returning to AAW, winning the championship from Josh Alexander. Of course, I mean, you had Brody King and Sammy Callahan in a side of steel cage. You had X-Pac debut on a Windy City Classic. I mean, it's the culmination of the entire year of AAW. And to be back here full-time, 2021, it's a great night. It's a great night of action. Tickets still available at aawpro.com.
Tyler, it's really a story of perseverance and survival, not just for these athletes, but for the company as a whole to chart on through very uncertain times and a very uncertain impact there by Golden Dragon, who maybe gravity wasn't his best friend in that exchange. And again, it's how you adapt and regroup. But the perseverance of this locker room, this roster, cannot be overstated with everything that these men and women have battled through, and certainly the support of our fans as well. Without them, none of us would be here.
Sean Logan using the mask of the luchador against him, and now has him disoriented. Back suplex, elbow drop combination. Only able to get a 1 count though. Golden Dragon able to kick out.
And look at the face of Logan. He's incredulous at the fact that that was only a count of 1, and that's only going to add to the frustration of young Sabotage. I mean, I believe he's still 21 years old or so. This kid's got his whole career ahead of him, but man.
Going to spin him out into a TKO. Golden Dragon though able to land on his feet. Pops up into a power bomb, and a super kick catches every bit of it. Does Golden Dragon. Now has him hoisted.
Nicely done. Almost a little curtain call type action. And he did it.
Curtain call gets the W here. Golden Dragon defeating Sean Logan. And frustration has to be setting in for this young man yet again.
Your winner, Golden Dragon.
Oh my gosh, you guys did so good today. Like, oh, I can't believe it. See, Christy, this is it. You knew it. You knew you and Sky had to be back on the same team together. You knew, damn, this thing doesn't want to come out. What is going on?
Chris.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes. Hi. Wow. Okay. Hi.
Hi, Christy.
Hi.
What's going on?
Did you see
No. I know what's going on. I watched.
My hair, but
Why are you doing this to yourself?
because
The Brazilian Las Player. That's you. You, me, them. Not the same. You don't have to be in this. You don't have to throw yourself in these type of matches.
but you know,
Sky Blue, exactly. Sky Blue dragged you into this and you said, okay, trying to be nice. Come on, Christy, you know better. This is you, come on, you run this shit. It's yours. Wrestling men out here, they got weapons. I know you can kick their ass, but come on.
Right, look at me. I'm like,
Yes, you messed up your beautiful, perfect face. Christy, I got a flight to catch, but you know better. You are way better than that. Not the same. You told me that. Not the same.
not the same.
Take care of yourself. Be out of here, man.
Not the same. We're not. You're not the same.
AAW, hell hath no fury tonight. You guys put me up there against Shire. One tough son of a bitch, but I came out on top like I always fucking do. And I tell you what, I respect the fuck out of that guy. I tell you who I don't fucking respect. John E. Bravo and Hartenbower. And that's cool. Because tonight, I got just a little bit back of what I fucking wanted. And tonight, God damn it, tonight I had fucking fun. AAW is my fucking house. AAW is where I'm taking the fuck over. And this is where the fuck it's at.
My guest at this time is still the reigning defending AAW Women's Champion, Windy City Classic, coming up the week of Thanksgiving, the biggest AAW show of the year. And now your contender has been set. She knows it. She's had some stern words for you. Sky Blue.
Sky Blue with the bold words from someone that I've already beaten. That's what's weird to me. I am leaving my family Thanksgiving weekend to come wrestle. You should be grateful. I've already beaten you once, and look, I hate to even say this because I know that I should be, women supporting women and all that, but Sky, no one thinks you're gonna win this match. They know that I'm gonna come, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and I'm gonna leave AAW Women's Champion still, and still. Hashtag baby, and still. So I need you to bring it. I need you to bring everything that you got. You're like 100 pounds soaking wet, you're half my size. You gotta bring it, sister girl, and I'll be expecting it. I expect nothing less. Prove to me why you even deserve to be in the contendership for this championship, Sky. I need to see more. I need to see more passion. I want to feel something, so I need you to feel something. Make me feel something, Sky. Make me feel something.